guys. I've been thinking about, I've been looking through my Facebook notes because I lost my website, okay? GoDaddy. I hadn't used it since August or whatever in my payments. I think my debit card expired or something. Anyway, they weren't going through. So I hadn't used it since August, and then GoDaddy said they couldn't guarantee that it could be retrieved. And so I've been going through my Facebook posts and stuff trying to figure out dates of stuff that would happen. And I realized that even though I got divorced in 2015, my ex, as long as August of 2018, he was still, we had a porch step to get into the house, and he used to take my foldable ramp and he would throw it off to the side of the porch step so I can use it. I couldn't get back into the house if I left. I could if I unfolded the ramp and got it repositioned and stuff. Except the one time he threw it in the truck bed. That time I had to wait for my kids, and then they could help me get it out of the truck bed and set it up and stuff so I could go in the house. But I don't know why people do such horrible things. I don't know what makes people just feel the need to take such control over situations. That's why I'm so glad when I finally got my apartment and moved out. It was such a break for me. It was such a relief. That's why those were some of the best years of my life, because I was no longer under control of this person who felt like they could control a lot of stuff about me. And so I realized now, looking back, that that's why I felt so free, because I hadn't even known at the time. I used to wake up in the middle of the night to fix his leftovers, heat up his plate in the microwave. I would be waking up at 2:30, 3 in the morning just to heat up his leftovers. And that, I think, is because I was just conditioned from the time we got married. I met him when I was 19. He was 21. No, he was 31. He was 11 years older than me. And I think that that's a problem. That's why after we got divorced, then I told myself I would never date anyone over 10 years older than me. But turns out that since I might be getting married to a guy who's 20 years older than me, but that would be to get me out of the nursing home and to give us both the chance to make each other's lives good for the last few years of our lives. But it's kind of irrelevant now because I'm already old. I already raised my kids. I'm glad I had them. I'm glad they've got their dad as a dad, because he does teach them some of the logical side of life, although he is, I looked up a lot of videos on integration after we split up. Then I had to watch those videos forever because it helped a lot. It's narcissistic abuse, and her videos really spoke to me. I think that's what I was dealing with a lot during that time. I was really going through narcissistic abuse, which, if you're involved in a relationship that is abusive, seek help immediately. Get out of it. Because although they might do a lot of good things too, they are also hurting you. They're also really tearing you up from the inside out. And it's really important that you take care of yourself and that you learn how to be be okay with yourself and be the person. Like when I was married, then there were times when I thought about driving into the little pond by my kids' school because I was so depressed, I was so discouraged that I felt like nothing I could do was right, and um, it didn't matter what I did. It was never good enough. It was never the right thing. It was just defeat before I even started, and I think that a lot of people in relationships feel that way, and it's really sad way to live your life. I had kids, like young kids at the time. They made me strong. They made me fight. They made me resist the urges to just like end it all myself and stuff. I wanted to survive for them. I wanted to still be a positive influence in their life, which I think I was. I think I still am, of course. But I think that a lot of people end up getting involved with these people that seem to control everything about them, and it gets to a point by the end of my marriage it got physically abusive, but that was the last straw for me. So it's kind of good in a way because that made me decide, okay, we're getting divorced. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Like, that's enough. If it happens, then that's just a sign that it's only going to get worse from here on out. I'm not going to deal with that, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I got free, and I think you can too. But I don't know why I felt like talking about that, but I just did.